Welcome back to DVC Weekly. This is episode 106. My name is Jason Rippelding. I'm the broker of Buy and Sell DVC. As always, I'm here with Scott Ferrioli.
I'm the owner of DVC-Rental.com and BuyandSellDVC.com.
And today is February 15th, 2023. And so that means your 11-month window is going to be January 15th, 2024. The 7-month window is going to be September 15th, 2023. As always, you can find Buy and Sell at BuyandSellDVC.com and DVC Rental at DVC-Rental.com. Remember the dash to save the cash. And today, we're going to talk about a topic. This is episode 106. I don't think we've touched on this topic at all. Maybe maybe it has to do with low ratings for this topic. I don't know what kind of ratings are going to happen for this topic, but it has to do with DVC vacation, mainly in Walt Disney World, and cooking or maybe meal prep in the villas. So basically, because the Walt Disney World vacation to me is a very unique vacation because you're mainly going to the parks. In my opinion, you're not coming back. I shouldn't say nobody. Small percentage of people, there's hardly anybody coming back to their villa to eat lunch. They're not leaving the park to come back. They're staying in the park. So in my opinion, you're gonna have some type of, and you also could be going to breakfast somewhere, but you could be eating in your villa breakfast, you're getting to the park, you're having as much fun as you possibly can. You're hoping that your lines are short, the lines are working at 100% operation and everything's smooth. And most likely, if you have kids that are under 10, older than 5, it's just let's get going, let's have everyone have fun. And food is maybe not the top priority on your list of how your day is being planned, but I could be wrong. I don't know. And so you're grabbing lunch when you find that someone in your party is hungry, someplace that's convenient, someplace that has a short line. You're enjoying the park. And then when it comes to dinner, that's when it's like, okay, we have a reservation at this restaurant. We need to be there at this time. Or there are some people that are cooking meals in their villa.
That's how I am, where we only will do the dinner at the parks. But there's a lot of people who do the breakfast and or the lunch reservations every single day. I mean, when I was younger, I used to try to bring food with me, make sandwiches back in the rooms and bring that with me, help save some money. So there are definitely a lot of options.
Yeah, and especially when my kids are younger, my kids are 2 years apart. So when you're talking when they're 3 and 5, 4 and 6, they can peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. That's not an issue for them. They're not looking to take a chunk out of their day at Magic Kingdom to eat a meal that may take an hour from start to finish. Give
me the Uncrustable, let's hit Space Mountain.
Exactly. I can just eat this in the line right here.
Exactly. There's no downtime.
Yeah, there's zero downtime. But, as your, kids get older, then things change. And then, unfortunately, one child says they want this, one child says they want that. And then, so, but it's a different type of vacation than if you go to long time ago, we used to go to South Carolina, you rent a house, there's a beach there, everything's way more relaxed because there's no park you're trying to get to, you're just going to the beach, relaxing. You might go back to the house, eat lunch. This is a totally different type of vacation. So
this is almost a military operation where and I've seen it online. People sit there, they'll schedule bathroom breaks. This time I'm going to hit this ride. I'm going to go here, and they have time. 8 o'clock, I'll be on this ride, and 8:20, I'll be here, and then literally 9:15 to 9:25 bathroom breaks, and it's precise. And a lot of times you kind of have to, with the Genie Plus and everything, with getting specific times for different rides, you kind of have to get everything nailed out. So it is definitely a lot more stressful than chilling out in South Carolina on a beach somewhere.
Exactly. And of course, it's completely different. Like if you're going to stay at Vero Beach or Hilton Head or Alani, I mean, I've seen on different discussion boards, people talking about when they go to Alani. I mean, I haven't been to Alani. They buy their, they cook a lot of meals at Alani to help them save money. Now, to me, and then some people are like, oh, if I go on vacation, all I want to do is go out to eat. Well, to me, if I'm in Hawaii,
I want to try Hawaiian food. I want to eat local. I don't.
True, but I also, there's so much adventure I'd want to do in Hawaii in a short period of time. Like, I don't, so I can see it both ways. Like if I can go,
that's a good point too.
Snorkeling at, 7 p.m., I may not want to be taking up 2 hours to eat dinner. I don't know. But but I can definitely see a more balanced if I went to Alani cooking, just because there's so many things to do that I've never done there because I haven't ever experienced it. So, but I don't know, dude. I mean, because obviously the studios fill up the fastest. So if you're in a studio, there's not a lot of
not much cooking
going on. And then if you're, so I don't know. I really don't know the vacation habits of those, 1, 2, 3 bedroom users. If there's a lot of cooking going on, because you just don't see the, the post on the different discussion boards about that. Probably because again, it doesn't. No one, if you said, oh, look, we just cooked this nice lasagna dinner for our family at Old Key West, people maybe they don't want to see it. I don't know. So I don't.
It's a tough one because I have seen people mention online that one of the reasons that they go and get the villas is because they want to be able to cook and they save money that way. But I mean, I think it's a mixed bag. I'm sure, you want to cook some things there, but you're always spending most of your time hanging out in the villa just cooking and preparing stuff,
But I just thought of something, I'm not sure if the name of the group 100%, I want to say it's called DVC Free Cycle.
Yes.
So if you follow that group, then I would say that there's a lot of people that cook in the villas.
Yes.
Because those people, they'll have all sorts of items that they didn't get to use.
That's because they thought they were going to cook in the villa and they didn't. So that's why they're sitting there.
Either that or that's the case too.
That was the plan originally. I'm going to cook a lasagna meal and I'm making a turkey dinner and I'm doing pork chops. Then like, hey, we got all this food left over. Come and get it for free. We were eating in the parks.
So he may be right. There have been people that have attempted to, and then they've changed their mind. But no, the DVC Free Cycle, and they don't sponsor us or anything, but that's a cool place because then people are like, oh, we have this left over. It's outside room, 262, whatever, come get it. So that's cool to see. But I'm just kind of curious, really, because when my family, like if we go Friday, Saturday, like we take different snacks, for a couple meals, eat out by the pool, whatever the case may be. But we don't, to cook a full meal in a villa, it's, have you guys cooked a full meal?
No, breakfast. Once we do breakfast in the villa, but otherwise, what we'll do sometimes is that if we have a villa, we'll go and we'll bring with us like cookies, the ones that you just put them in the fridge and you pop them off and you put them in the oven, just as something special. That if we know we're going to be in the villa and we'll cook, we'll just make some homemade type cookies. But otherwise, we're not doing big cooking in the villa.
Oh, I like cookies. I like that.
Yeah.
So let us know.
We always record around lunchtime, and every time we have these conversations, I get really hungry. You talk about the food, I'm going to be going in my food of the week, and I'm going to be starving after this again.
So if you are cooking in your villa, let us know if that's something that you do at Walt Disney World, if it's more if you go to Vero Beach, Hilton Head, Alani, let us know. But now we're on to the food review of the week.
Come here, I'm going to eat you! Get in my belly!
So for today's food review, I'm back at Nine Dragons because again I have to try a couple different things so that way I can keep doing these food reviews without eating constantly. And I debated originally about getting the spicy honey crispy chicken, which is what my son ended up getting. And we were a little worried about how spicy it was going to be, and they said that it's not very spicy at all. So I stole some of these from him, and I really enjoyed it. Nice, little crispy on the outside. Chicken was fantastic. Again, big portion. Again, just like the honey sesame chicken that I had. I found that the sesame chicken I had maybe a little more flavor to it, so maybe it's a little sweeter. But I thought this was really, really good as well. I mean, I would definitely get this. I gave the sesame chicken an 8.7. I'm giving this an 8.3. So, I mean, I would definitely get this again, or if I was with somebody else and they wanted to, like, you know, go half and half, absolutely, because it was a little bit different, but this was really, really good as well. What I didn't mention last time is we had some appetizers in the beginning. We got the dumplings and we got the vegetable fried rice. And the dumplings, there's no pictures or anything of this, but the dumplings were just 4 small little dumplings for like $8, which was a terrible deal. They were fair. And the vegetable fried rice was just a small little bowl that we all just took a couple spoonfuls out of each. And that was like $5 as well. Not great options, which is why they're not getting their own show. But spicy honey crispy chicken, thumbs up. Again, 8.3 on this one. Avoid the dumplings and definitely avoid the lo mein.
Let me ask you this: Have you ever heard of eating season? You know what some people consider eating season to be?
Right now feels like it's eating season. I'm getting hungry.
No
idea.
Okay, so some people
season?
refer to eating season as October 31st, Halloween, until the Sunday of the Super Bowl. So
That makes
so for some, the eating season just finished. It just finished. So they're looking for you to get them on track now that eating season is over. Some people, of course, consider eating season. You either consider it to start October 31st till the Super Bowl Sunday, or Thanksgiving until Super Bowl Sunday. So now we just finished eating season. So now
We got to get back on track.
people are trying to get back on track out there.
I'm
So
going to have to start doing some reviews of the healthy options I find around Disney. There's not a ton of them, and truthfully, I don't want to pay to eat the healthy options. I want to pay to eat the garbage that's good tasting.
and now we're on to the
I'll do
DVC rental side of things.
I'll do better, folks. Today I want to go over group rates. We haven't spoken about that in well over a year. On our website, again, I mentioned a couple episodes ago that we have the buttons to make everything nice and
Big
easy.
buttons.
Big buttons. We have a group rate option as well. The group rates are for Saratoga Springs only. And if you book 3 rooms, or we've been flexible, and if you book a 3-bedroom, or if you book a 2-bedroom and a studio, something that equals 3, instead of the normal $25 a point, we knock it off by $2, and it's 25 down to 23. So don't have a ton of stuff on that specifically, but again, the group rates, which don't get a lot of love. We actually just did a group rate within the last couple of days for a 3-bedroom grand villa at Saratoga Springs. It'll save you some money. If you come down here in a bigger group, Saratoga Springs is a great option because it's a larger resort, so there's a lot of rooms. A lot of times you can get your requests met a lot easier. Instead of being a smaller resort going, hey, we want 3 rooms all in the same section. You're at Saratoga Springs, much, much easier to make requests like that. So it'll save you some money. Typically, we've got Saratoga Springs points, so it's a quick, easy booking for us. So it'll typically be locked in, within minutes, and not a bad option in Saratoga Springs.
We're 106 episodes in. Have you mentioned this before?
I believe I did a long time ago, but I figured I'd just touch base on it again because truthfully, it's something that I never see mentioned. We do very few group rates. There's not a lot of people. At one point, several years ago, we had a basketball team come down here, like, a kids like an AUU league or something. I think we booked like 9 rooms or something. They all took part of the group rate, but we had 9, or actually might have been more, 9 different rooms, all with this one basketball team, all getting the group rate. But yeah, definitely check out.
And they won
the
the championship too.
They won the championship because they stayed
Exactly,
with us.
that's my
They were
point.
focused on this. But no, honestly, if you're planning on coming down here with a larger group, check out the group rates. There's nothing wrong with saving money. Saratoga Springs is a great resort. And truthfully, one of the reasons we do the group rates for Saratoga is because with Saratoga Springs being the biggest resort, it has the most amount of DVC members. And at any given point, odds are we have a lot of Saratoga Springs points. So to help try to move them a little bit faster, you push it out to a group rate for you, so it works out well for you. Save some money, get everybody together, have fun.
So I don't want to make this complicated for you here. So let's say I'm trying to book a 3-bedroom at Saratoga. Will it automatically give me the group rate, or what do I have?
Probably not. I think there's that button on there.
Big button
It
for
puts
group rate?
it puts in a special form to us to let us know that you're looking at the group rates. I think on there it might. I think it says it on the website. Like if you click on it, it might say like it's originally it was just going to be at least 3 rooms or more, and then we tried to help out a little bit and be more flexible and say if it's going to be a 3-bedroom or like a 2 and a 1, you know what, we'll consider that for you. So a lot of times, if you think that you're going to qualify for it, click on the group rates thing just to talk to us about it, because again, we've been flexible. So it's whether it's 3 rooms or a 2 and a 1 or 1 in this, just click on the group rates, find out, learn some stuff.
Get your bachelor parties going, bachelorette parties going, AAU teams, cheerleading squads. What else we got going on that I can't think of?
The one
wedding parties.
I mean, it's past now, but I mean the one thing I always thought would be really cool would be to get a grand villa and have everybody over for a Super Bowl party. Have your friends over, and just get a big group of everybody and just have them in a nice, beautiful room and have a Super Bowl party, and then you don't have to worry about cleanup and all that other stuff or stuff getting damaged in your house, or not that you want damaged stuff at Saratoga Springs, but I always thought it'd be fun to have a bunch of people over.
Like the people that come on marathons, I don't know, do they travel in groups? I don't know. Have a marathon party in a 3-bedroom?
I know there's a lot of groups that come down here together. I don't know if they're staying together. We've got a bunch of friends that come down and they're in different like running teams and stuff, which is really cool. But yeah, bring your running team down here. Lizards, come book your rooms with us. That's one of the groups out there. Be our guest Lizards, I guess. I have a couple of friends who are in that group of running people. They come down here with I think 40 people, or like 40 people running, 30 people running, plus families as well. So save some money.
Those because the marathons, they get bussed out like at 3 a.m. to start their marathon.
Yeah.
I think.
My wife did a couple of the races, and she'd have to leave the house at like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning to make it over to the races because they start really, really early. And that's my excuse for not doing these races and these marathons. It's just I can't get up that early. It has nothing to do with the 13 miles. It's 2 a.m. I'm sorry, I gotta work. I gotta run DVC-Rental.
It's like the Seinfeld AM PM. My alarm was on the AM PM. I overslept.
Yep.
Thanks for watching. The model for today is: do you cook in your villa? And it worked out well because we're talking 3 bedrooms with all those people. You're probably going to cook some meals on there on the group rate. You're going to need to cook a meal for your running friends to get ready for the marathon.
And then celebratory cookies afterwards.
Yes.
Celebratory room cookies.
So be sure to hit the like button. Be sure to hit the subscribe button. And be sure, before next time, just check out the group rates. It may be exactly what you need for that. You're the person in the family that's trying to get the whole family together. There's your opportunity right there.
Yep, exactly. It encourages you to bring more friends. So thank you so much for watching.
See you next week.